Hey guys, Flax here, and this is going to be a video on my Funko Pop collection. I recently passed over 500 Funko Pops. To some, that might be way too much. To others, might not be enough. It is a lot. I haven't been collecting for long, only the last couple years. I started my first pop in 2014 or 2015. It was a gift. And then for the next few years, I was only receiving them as gifts. But then a couple years ago, I really started to collect, seek them out, go shopping, go to multiple stores a day, really look online for the ones that I wanted. What I'm going to be doing today is kind of going through them individually. I have to take them down and clean them and reorganize and resort them anyway. So I figured I would kind of do this video as I went along to do that. There's a couple other Funko trinkets along the way too that I'll probably film and showcase. So let's get to it. This is what it looks like now before I take everything down. I kind of have stuff arranged sort of a certain way. Like I have like TV shows, and then I have more TV shows and some Star Wars, and there's some rockers down there that you can't see over my sound bar. Then I got like a wrestling, and there's video games behind there. There's some more television, and then I have my big pops up there, which I think I'm probably just going to keep those there because that's fantastic. And then hard to see by the TV, but those are all my horror pops. Then I have superheroes and the zombies and some recent ones and Batman, and then this is my Venom collection because I don't know, I like that collection. And then over here I have my Avengers Tower, which I also don't think I'm going to change because I don't know, these are where I keep them all, and I kind of like them there. And then I even have some on display out of the box, some doubles, but I gotta find spots for these, and that's kind of what I gotta do. And he's got his own chair. He might stay there too. Alright, let's start with the one that started it all. This is the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters, the first set. This was gifted to me by April, aka Gabby. She knew I loved Ghostbusters. It's my favorite movie of all time. I think it's the most quotable movie of all time. She did not know that the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man was my favorite character, so that was fantastic. And ever since this, it's been kind of an addiction, huh? Well, then after having that one, I had to get the toasted Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And this is my first Peter Venkman from the first set. And here's Ray from the first set. And I got Winston from the second set. And Egon from the second set. Rest in peace, Harold Ramis. And then we have a Slimer from the first set. And a Slimer from the second set, eating all those hot dogs. Got the scary library ghost. And another Peter Venkman. This one is covered in the marshmallow. And this one is just fantastic. The 3-pack of the Gatekeeper, Keymaster, and Zool. This will be my third Venkman. This one also covered in marshmallow. Came with the firehouse here. And here are the doubles. First are the doubles of the Ghostbusters. Winston is so small. These were gifted to me by my friend Jeff. Some Marvel here. A couple of movies. I got a second Iron Man Venom because I thought he was cool. And a second Captain America with shield and hammer because he is definitely cool. All my double Lost Pops. Favorite show of all time. I got a Night King Pop here. Chris Jericho and Sasha Banks. This is a pop based off my wrestling character, freaking Flax. So this was gifted to me by Christopher Platt and Erica Chakmakis. Probably my most treasured and prized pop. Thank you guys. And it's really hard to see because it's black, but it is the Alien Queen from Aliens. Just tremendous. If I had another one, I would definitely display it. And here are two more Alien Pops. One is from the original Alien line, and one was from the 40th anniversary. And you can't have an alien or a xenomorph or an alien queen without Ellen Ripley. And the only pop that I bought from the Alien Covenant set is this Neomorph with Toddler, because I just thought this guy, or whatever it is, was really cool. Jaws is one of the greatest movies ever made. Fight me on that one. So I had to get at least a great white shark. His name is Jaws, so I don't even know, right? Or I guess he could have been called Bruce. Quint, Chief Brody, Matt Hooper. Quint is one of the greatest characters ever in a movie, so these are awesome. And then finally, the best one there is Shark biting Quint. Just amazing. Fantastic. Alright, also from another movie, we have Zoltar from Big. Well, it's not Tom Hanks in Big, but it is Tom Hanks in Castaway. I had to get this one because it came with the little Wilson volleyball. And then we have Gizmo from Gremlins. Adorable. As long as you don't get them wet, or feed them after midnight, or put them in direct sunlight. And this is what happens when you get them wet or feed them after midnight or expose them to sunlight. Gizmo. And then we have Greta as well, from Gremlins 2, really. And because I have a thing for aliens and I love Independence Day, I got the Alien Warrior here. Hey, we got another 80s comedy here. We got Teen Wolf. This is the one where he's playing basketball, I believe, so I think that's the Michael J. Fox one. Alright, and we got Wayne and Garth. Party on Wayne, Party on Garth from Wayne's World. Extreme close-up. Whoa! Whoa! Game off. Game on. How could you not, right? And then we have Bill and Ted from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. These are 8-bit pops. It might be hard to tell. One's a regular one and one's a Entertainment Earth exclusive. It's got the tri-colored. Next we got the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I thought these 8-bit pops were really cool. And these are the new Ninja Turtles that they came out with. Modeled after the movie, I believe. Retro toys, it says. There's Mikey with the cheese pizza. There's the 8-bit Shredder here, which looks pretty badass. And then Baxter Stockman, who I always thought was a great villain, even though he's a ripoff of The Fly. But I love The Fly, so I thought he was always a cool addition. And these are ones that I recently got. These are the Casey Jones, modeled after the movie as well. And then Metalhead, which is awesome. Alright, let's move on to Star Wars. This is the first Star Wars pop that I got. This is the Darth Vader Force Choking from Rogue One. Then we have Luke Skywalker. And Princess Leia. And we have C-3PO. I actually don't have an R2-D2 now that I see C-3PO here. I need to correct that. You have Jabba the Hutt. Jabba, one of my favorite villains and just characters overall in Star Wars. Master Yoda. And Boba Fett. Boba Fett. We have Unmasked Vader, who just looks so awesome. And Darth Maul, underrated villain in the Star Wars saga. Nien Nunb. Max Rebo. Oh, what a cool pop. I don't know. As soon as I saw him, I just thought he was a must-have. Old Man Luke Skywalker from The Force Awakens. And then this says Princess Leia, although I do believe it should be General Leia. And I got a Kylo Ren. Without the mask, using the Force there. And we got BB-8, who I just absolutely love and adore. We have a Porg, another adorable little animal. Also, food for Chewbacca. And we got Supreme Leader Snoke. And Supreme Leader Kylo Ren from Rise of Skywalker. He's got the mask back on. This is C-3PO after he has been reset and he read the Sith text or whatever that was. And his eyes glowing there. And then we have this Darth Vader being electrocuted here. Got Han Solo, Frozen Carbonite, Empire Strikes Back, 40th anniversary set. We got an off-world Jawa from the Mandalorian series. Oh, Dee-Dee! We have Moff Gideon from the Mandalorian series, wielding the dark saber there. It's kind of hard to tell. Here we got Mando himself with the child. I thought that was such an adorable one, I had to get it. Of course, we have the child, Grogu, and this is giant Grogu. I knew there was no way I can keep this one in the box. The box was gigantic because of the size of the ears. The Predator here. This is Norman Bates, dressed as his mother from Psycho. Might be the only pop that I have from a movie from the 60s. And here we have Alex from A Clockwork Orange. Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Here is another Leatherface. Even though it says it's from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's from the fourth one, A New Generation, or whatever the subtitle was. And here we have Carrie from Carrie, Stephen King's classic. We have Gage in Church, the cat from Pet Sematary. And here we have Reagan from The Exorcist. This is fantastic. Look at all the pea soup that's everywhere. Oh, I love this one. And here we have Jack Torrance from The Shining, another Kubrick classic. The sinister Grady twins from The Shining. Right, we have Jason from Friday the 13th. And we have Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street. And we have the Freddy vs. Jason 2-pack, which isn't even a versus 2-pack, it's Freddy and Jason, and it's basically the same Pops, both packaged together. 8-bit Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th video game. Even though the color was so funny and funky as a kid, it makes a pretty fun looking Pop. There was a 8-bit Freddy Krueger from the Nightmare on Elm Street video game. Unlike Friday the 13th, I did beat this game, thanks to the help of a Game Genie. And then they have this other 8-bit Freddy Krueger from the video game, which is interesting. We have Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs, and bloody Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs after he attacked the prison guards and ate them. We have Pinhead with the puzzle box from Hellraiser 3, actually. Ash from Army of Darkness, he's got the chainsaw hand and his boomstick. And then we have this Ash from Army of Darkness, who doesn't look as confident. Still with his boomstick, but this time with the Necronomicon. We have Ghostface from Scream, another one of my favorite movies of all time. Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. Hey, Paul! And then we have Billy from Saw, Billy the Puppet. Black Phillip from the Vavitch. We have a Pennywise from It, the first chapter. Pennywise from It Chapter 2 with the red balloon. Tim Curry's Pennywise, I think a superior Pennywise, but Bill Skarsgård did a great job. We have Jumbo from Killer Clowns from Outer Space. This one has the mallet in the back. And then we have Spiky from Killer Clowns. This one has one of the balloon animals that turns deadly. Shorty from Killer Clowns. He's got the boxing gloves and he knocks somebody's block off. Chucky from Child's Play 2. We have exclusive Chucky from Child's Play 2 with the scissors and the jack-in-the-box. And then this one is my most recent horror pop. This is the giant Chucky from Child's Play 2. Good guy doll with a giant bloody knife. This is my only Napoleon Dynamite pop. This is Kip with a LaFonda sign. I have a Danny Zuko pop from Grease. This was 2 of the 4 pops from Hateful Eight, which is one of my favorite Tarantino movies. I also think it's the only Tarantino pops I have. This is Major Marcus Warren and John the Hangman Ruth. We have Clark Griswold and Cousin Eddie from Christmas Vacation. This is from the Disney cartoon Aladdin, Genie with Lamp. Red Jafar, Jafar as the Genie. Alright, let's start with the Captain America Pops. This one is OG Captain America. And then we have Captain America Age of Ultron. Then we have Captain America from Civil War. Captain America from Avengers Infinity War. We have Captain America from Avengers Endgame. This is him all suited up. Another Captain America from Avengers Endgame. This time he's in his Captain America suit. And a third Captain America from Avengers Endgame. This one has him with the broken shield and wielding Mjolnir. We have a Cap Snowman. And we have Golden Cap for the first 10 years. And here's Wooden Captain America, or whatever this is. Here's this cool, funky Captain America. And this is a recent one. This is a Captain America from Avengers Assemble. This is another recent one I got. This one is actually specifically number 500. This is my 500th pop, and what inspired me to make this video. I know it's not going to be that when we do this list, but this is Captain America exclusive, sitting in the chair from Spider-Man Homecoming. Of this movie moment, Red Skull versus Captain America from the first Avenger Captain America movie. Captain America versus Thanos from Avengers Infinity War. Movie moment here of Captain stopping Thanos with his bare hands. And I'm a big Thanos mark, so this was the first Thanos pop that I got. This one is from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Then we have the first of 6 colored Thanos pops, all related to the Infinity Stones, the Power Stone. The only one where his expression is that of anger, because then he knows that he's one of, if not the most powerful beings in the universe. This is Thanos with the Space Stone, with the Reality Stone, with the Soul Stone, Thanos with the Time Stone, and Thanos with the Mind Stone. And then we have Thanos from Avengers Infinity War with all the stones, wielded in the gauntlet right there as he's getting ready to snap his fingers. Thanos from Avengers Endgame, Thanos in the garden. This is after he snapped his fingers, and you can see the damage done to the side of his body there. And this is a different Thanos from Avengers Endgame, because it's a different Thanos. And here we have Thanos on a throne of skulls, snapping his finger while he has the Infinity Gauntlet around his wrist. And this is a Thanos holiday pop in a wonderful Christmas sweater. And finally, Thanos with the throne. Alright, so I have a bunch of Spider-Man, or Spider-Men, or whatever. This is Spider-Man from Homecoming, just regular old Spider-Man. Here's the Spider-Man from Homecoming. He's got the jacket and the headphones on. I thought this was pretty dope. Spider-Man from Avengers Infinity War. He is classified as the Iron Spider. Mr. Stark, it smells like a new car in here! Iron Spider from Infinity War. This one has the legs. Then another Iron Spider, and this one is another one with the legs out. But this is from Avengers Endgame, and it's got the red eyes. Quite possibly the best Spider-Man movie. This is Spider-Man Noir from Into the Spider-Verse, voiced by Nicolas Cage. One of my favorite pops here. This is Spider-Man vs. Spider-Man, based off the cartoon and the meme. This is just the best. I can't even believe they put something like this in pop form. This was the first Hulk pop I bought, because I needed a Hulk pop. And it was around Christmas time, so I said, yep. Well, it's not really the Hulk, but it's Bruce Banner turning into the Hulk from Avengers Infinity War. And then we have Hulk all suited up, ready to time travel from Avengers Endgame. Another Hulk from Endgame. This one is him with the taco. Another Hulk from Endgame. Final Hulk is a Hulk from Avengers Endgame. You can't see it there, but he has the Infinity Gauntlet on. And he is snapping his fingers. We have some Iron Man pops coming up. This is from Avengers Infinity War. This is standard Iron Man. This one is Iron Man without the helmet on. Here we have an Iron Man from Infinity War that lights up here. So Tony suited up to time travel after he invented time travel. And then Iron Man, I am Iron Man with the gauntlet. Okay, we have Thor from Avengers Infinity War. And here's a Thor from Avengers Endgame. It's him all suited up to time travel here. And here is Bro Thor. And here is Thor and doing his best Big Lebowski impersonation. Badass Thor. With his cape and cloak and beard, and he's got both the hammer and the axe. Oh, this Thor. We have the Ancient One from Doctor Strange. We have Calicius from Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange Astral Projection. This one was pretty cool. From Spider-Man Homecoming, we have the Vulture. And then the villain from the sequel, Far From Home, this is Mysterio. We have Happy Hogan from Far From Home. This is great because this is really Jon Favreau, who is pretty much the godfather behind the entire MCU, so I thought this was an excellent pop. As soon as I saw it, I had to have it. Agent 13 from Civil War. And her Aunt Peggy. This is Agent Carter from the Agent Carter TV show. We got Rocket Raccoon from the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think this was either the second or third pop I ever got. And here we have another Rocket from Avengers Endgame. And this is Groot from the first Guardians movie. Again, this came with Rocket as a Christmas gift, one of my first few pops. Now here's a Groot from Avengers Infinity War holding the axe, or his arm is about to be made into the handle of said axe. And another Groot from Avengers Infinity War. This is him playing the video game. Flurkin, or Goose, from Captain Marvel. This one is holding the Tesseract. And then, speaking of Captain Marvel, it's Captain Marvel from Captain Marvel. Here's a Captain Marvel from Avengers Endgame. And another Captain Marvel from Avengers Endgame. We have Black Widow from Infinity War. And we have Black Widow from Endgame. See you in a minute. I got this far out Stan Lee from Thor Ragnarok. Nobody touches my hair. And I have this other Stan Lee. It's got some kind of sepia tone or something with it. It's a pop icon, it says, but yeah, rest in peace. Bucky Barnes from Infinity War. Young Gamora from Infinity War. Rejoice! Ebony Maw. Corius Glaive. Proxima Midnight from Infinity War, played by Carrie Coon. Got this awesome Vision from Infinity War. It's kind of hard to tell, but he is all sparkled and all decked out. Then this one recently got is Nick Fury from Infinity War. This one came with the post-credits box. This is definitely hard to tell, but it's just him being dusted as he has the phone and or the pager, calling Captain Marvel. Mother! Got this giant E-tree from Infinity War. Hawkeye from Endgame. Later became Ronin. Nebula from Endgame. War Machine from Endgame. Rescue from Endgame. Korg from Endgame playing the video game in that excellent Hawaiian vacation tourist shirt. Ant-Man from Endgame, who kind of saved the day with the help of a well-timed rat. And then Giant Man from Civil War. Comparison. And the last MCU pop I have for now is the Infinity Gauntlet from Avengers Infinity War. Alright, here are some other Marvel Pops I have. We have a Doctor Strange. Mr. Doctor is Strange. Maybe. Who am I to judge? I have a Deadpool. It's a good segue to my zombie collection here. Marvel Zombies, anyway. Zombie Deadpool to start. And a Zombie Hulk. Regular and glow-in-the-dark Zombie Wolverine. Regular and glow-in-the-dark Zombie Mysterio. Zombie Silver Surfer. This one is awesome. He's taken off his own head. And here's another Silver Surfer from the Fantastic Four series. And here's a Doctor Doom. A Galactus. I feel like this pop should be bigger. The Thing. And here's a cool The Thing. Dressed up in his coat and hat. Going out in public trying to blend in with the crowd. Then I have some of these ones, these Marvel 80-year celebration pops. I thought these were pretty cool. Wolverine, Cyclops, probably the only Cyclops I'll ever get. We have OG Angel, OG Beast, a Scarlet Witch, a Human Torch, oh, I'm sorry, the original Human Torch. Iceman, another cool looking pop. It'd be awesome if he froze too, if you put him in the fridge. I don't know, haven't tried. Kingpin, this pop is awesome. And oh yeah, another Spider-Man. Forgot I had this one. Like the webbing in between the arms there, or armpits. And then I got this one in the mail during the making of this video. This is 6-armed Spider-Man. And then I have Spider-Man in a Spider-Mobile, as if Spider-Man needs a car. I have some other X-Men pops here. This one is Gambit, one of my favorites from the cartoon. And Cable, I loved every episode that he was in. Big old Juggernaut. Archangel, also one of my favorites. Might be due to the color scheme, but I've always liked this character. And Weapon X, one of my favorites in the entire collection that I have. A rare one, and he is badass. Alright, we also have a Cosmic Ghost Rider. This was an LA Comic-Con exclusive. He's got a little baby Thanos that's attached to him, and me being a Thanos mark, I had to pick it up, but this is just a really cool looking pop. Segue to my Venom collection. As you saw before, I have a ton of these ones. So this is a Venomized Ghost Rider, a Venomized Captain Marvel, Venomized Rocket, Venomized Daredevil, kind of reminds me of something from Real Monsters, Venomized Punisher, which looks like Venom with a gun, Venomized X-23, Venomized Hulk. This is like my 8th Hulk. I've got a bunch of these. And the boxed Venomized Iron Man. Maybe I have 8 or 9 of these too. It's the only one that came with these warning stickers. Venomized Groot. Look at this thing. It actually looks like something out of the Thing. Venomized Storm. I got Gwenom. A Venomized Doctor Strange. It's hard to tell, but he's like kind of floating. Venomized Ultron, another cool looking pop. Venomized Miles Morales, if he counts as a Spider-Man, that makes maybe my 11th or 12th Spidey. And Venomized Thanos has a big Thanos mark, as you know. Look at him, he's got the gauntlet there, which is hard to see, but yeah, this is like my 15th Thanos. As the biggest Captain America fan, I had to get this one, of course. This is Captain America, the 18th one I have. We have regular Venom. And Carnage. He's kind of transforming there, it's hard to see there. And Corrupted Venom, another LA Comic-Con exclusive. Venomized Green Goblin, very cool. Venomized Groot, regular size. Definitely different than the other one. I feel like this should be Venomized Baby Groot, but... And this is giant size Venomized Groot. I still think it's Baby Groot. Just look at him, man. He's adorable. If it was like the other Groot, that thing would be hideous and whatever. It's got little things coming off the side of him. Alright, let's move on to some DC Pops here. This is Batman from the 1960s show. This is my favorite Batman. I love this wacky kind of crime-fighting detective here. And then we have Robin, trusty sidekick. And then we have King Tut. And the Riddler. I believe this is the Frank Gorshin Riddler. And Mr. Freeze. And then I have these cool Surf's Up Joker and Surf's Up Batman Pops from a specific episode of this show. And here we have the Joker with Kisses exclusive from the Bombshell series. And Joker from the '89 Batman movie, played by Jack Nicholson. And Joker from the 2008 Dark Knight movie, played by Heath Ledger. Rest in peace. There we go, the Riddler from Batman Forever, played by Jim Carrey. Here's another Batman. Here's a Pride Batman. And here's a Bat-Mite. I have more of these Batman from the 80-year anniversary collection. This one has purple gloves there. And this one has a Batarang. And then we get into some funky Batman here. This is Batman Red Rain, Batman Red Death, Batman the Joker is Wild, and the Batman Who Laughs. I have an Aquaman here from Batman vs. Superman, and the desecrated Superman statue. It says Superman False God. Superman from Flashpoint. Here's a Supergirl. I believe it's from the television show. Also from DC TV, we have the Flash, the Reverse Flash, Kid Flash, the original Flash, Jay Garrick, played by the original Flash, Vibe, aka Cisco, and then Zoom, who was voiced by Tony Todd from Candyman fame. Here we have a pretty cool Swamp Thing, which I believe is flocked, which means you can touch it and it feels furry and fun. Here's a Flash from the new holiday stuff. This is Flash Holiday Dash, Wonder Woman with the string light lasso, Superman in a holiday sweater, Joker as Santa, the Penguin Snowman, which is just adorable. Then we have this cool Batman vs. the Penguin from the 60s show 2-pack. Here's the 1950 Batmobile. Thought this one was pretty cool. And the Batman and Commissioner Gordon. This one's pretty cool. The light up bat signal. This is Andre the Giant. You have the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Woo! Top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time. You have the Sarge, Sergeant Slaughter. Listen up, you maggots. And the Ultimate Warrior, one of the greatest entrances of all time. Here's good old Jake the Snake Roberts with Damien around his arm. And we have the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, first edition of Undertaker. There's a more recent edition of The Undertaker. I believe this is in his ministry uniform. Mean Gene Okerlund, recently deceased. This one hit hard. Mean Gene, one of the best. Would you put that cigarette out? Mick Foley. And this is The Rock, the most electrifying man in sports and entertainment. And here's a Rock that recently came out. I think it was when he came back to feud with John Cena. And this is Inbox Chris Jericho, another one of my top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time. This one's got the list of Jericho. And here's Kurt Angle, the other one of my top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time. Kurt Angle, man. Wrestling machine. What a performer, what a character. We have AJ Styles, the pop that runs the shop. The man, the myth, the genius, the billionaire, and one of the greatest on-screen villains in wrestling. This is Mr. McMahon. Here's Bayley. And we have Ronda Rousey. John Cena. I am not a big fan of John Cena, but I am a big fan of the Yankees. He was feuding with Brock Lesnar. In Worcester, Massachusetts, he came out dressed in Yankee gear. I was there live for that one, so I thought this was pretty special to get. It's also officially, wow, I just noticed that, an MLB official pop. That's cool, too. Say I'm not a fan of John Cena. I have 2 pops. This one was just a must-have, though. This is the You Can't See Me John Cena pop. It's see-through. I mean, come on, this is a meme come to life. I love this. More recent get as well. This is the Fiend Bray Wyatt pop, Amazon exclusive. This is a really cool looking pop. Here we have a New Day 3-pack, Big E, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston. Got this for pretty cheap at Toys R Us when it was going out of business. Then we have $1 Million Man with IRS. Cool 2-pack here. Another 2-pack of Old School Sting and Lex Luger. Here's a 2-pack I got recently, Hulk Hogan and Mr. T. Here we have the Best Bout Machine, Kenny Omega. From New Japan, here's the American Nightmare, Cody. This is before Cody Rhodes and before the neck tattoo. Finally, Matt and Nick Jackson of the Young Bucks, Hot Topic exclusive 2-pack. Young Bucks, killing the business. And another one of my most cherished pops of my collection is this autographed Kurt Angle pop. Back there it has a card of him autographing the pop. Only a few of these were made. This is given to me by a great friend. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. Let's get into the video game pops here. Street Fighter was one of the first pop series that I did collect. This is my first of like 5 Ryus, so here's one. And here's another Ryu with a different gi. And a 3rd Ryu shooting the fireball, or at least in the pose of one. 4th Ryu, this is him really shooting the fireball. This is 8-bit style. Right here's a standard Blanca, or Blanca. We have another version. 3rd version. Got standard Ken. Toys R Us fighting pose Ken. Here we have Chun-Li in blue. And Chun-Li in pink. And Balrog. I love this fighter. He was one of my go-tos, and everybody was like, why are you picking Balrog? And then I would just punch the heck out of him. Here's Cammy, another great choice. Here's Dan, one of the worst choices for a Street Fighter pop I've ever seen. I couldn't even believe he's part of the collection. And Akuma, one of the exclusives. We have this cool exclusive Hot Ryu and Violent Ken 2-pack for the 30th anniversary of Street Fighter. Alright, now we have some Mortal Kombat pops. So this is from Mortal Kombat X. We have Raiden. There's a Raiden from the recent Mortal Kombat set. And an 8-bit Raiden. I love these 8-bit pops. These look awesome. Here's a Sub-Zero from the original set. And a Sub-Zero from the new set. This one has the ice ball. I think this one is Scorpion unmasked in the middle of a fatality from the first set. This one might be the coolest Mortal Kombat pop they made. And then Scorpion from the recent set, he's got the spear coming out of his wrist with the "get over here" or "come here," depending on. And finally, Liu Kang from the new set based off the first game. Alright, let's get into some Mega Man pops, because Mega Man is a character that I love, and I have about a dozen of these. I have original Mega Man, and then we have jump shooting Mega Man. He's mid-air firing there. And we have Napalm Bomb Mega Man, Firestorm Mega Man, Quick Boomerang Mega Man, 8-bit standard Mega Man. Again, big fan of the 8-bit pops, especially games that are 8-bit. Here's a Gyro Attack 8-bit pop Mega Man. This one glows in the dark. It's also a, what is that, Canadian convention exclusive. This one's pretty cool. Black Hole Bomb Mega Man. And we have Retro Black and White Mega Man. Mega Man's trusty dog and sidekick Rush. And Dr. Wily, the villain in Mega Man. And finally, Proto Man. One of the coolest additions to Mega Man since, I think, what, Mega Man 3? Alright, we have some Simpsons pops. This is the first one I got. This is Homer and the Moo Moo. As soon as I saw this, I had to pick it up. And then I got a dozen more. Could not pass up Bartman. Was influenced by Radioactive Man. Also a cool pop. Mr. Burns, excellent. And Mo, looking like he just kicked out Barney. Grandpa Simpson. And I have a bunch of the Treehouse of Horror Pops. We have Flyboy Bart. I'm a big fan of the Fly as well. King Homer with little Marge in his hands. Witch Marge on the broomstick. Jack in the Box Homer. This thing is pretty heavy. Grim Reaper Homer. Vampire Krusty. And Devil Flanders. Hi, Diddley-O. Alright, we have some other TV Pops here. This is Pee-wee Herman from Pee-wee's Playhouse. I guess the word of the day is fun. We have Cherry and Terry, also from Pee-wee's Playhouse. We have Bob Ross from The Joy of Painting. Happy Little Trees. We have Will Ferrell from Saturday Night Live. More cowbell skit. Carmen Sandiego from Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. Gumby from Gumby. I love it. Gumby's always been one of my favorites. Why haven't they made Pokey yet? Come on, need Pokey, I need the whole band. I need the Blockheads. Alright, I have Quail Man from Doug. Quail Dog. Can't have one without the other, right? Speaking of animals dressed as superheroes, we have Darkwing Duck, and we have Negaduck, and Gizmo Duck, which is from DuckTales. Woo! Alright, I have a couple of Walking Dead Pops here. We have Prison Glenn, and here's Carl Grimes. Carl! Here's Negan, all bloodied up, if you can tell here, who was a breath of fresh air to the show. And then Alpha, who also eventually became a breath of fresh air through the show. And her and Negan, well, yeah. This one's a cool one, Sharknado. This is one of the first Pops I ever got. And then we have Ted and Barney from How I Met, wait for it, Your Mother. Right, we have some Stranger Things Pops. This is 11 with Egos from Season 1, and 11 Elevated from Season 2. There's Dustin in hockey gear from Season 2. There's Max in costume from Season 2. She has the Michael Myers mask on. Got this from Funko, one of those random giveaways on social media, either Facebook or Twitter, I forget, but that was fun. Here's Will the Wise from Season 3. And Steve from Season 3 in his Scoops Ahoy gear. I have a bunch of Power Ranger ones here. This is Green Ranger unmasked, it's Tommy, and Red Ranger unmasked. And he looks worried for some reason. Black Ranger unmasked, Pink Ranger unmasked, Yellow Ranger unmasked, rest in peace Trini, and Blue Ranger unmasked. We also have Alpha 5, Goldar, who's great, and Lord Zed. I got a couple from South Park. This is Professor Chaos. And we have Midberry Crunch. These are the duplicate inbox Pops I have from Lost. We have Jack, Kate, and Sawyer with the book. And Hurley with a candy bar. Locke with a knife, of course. Jacob with a glass of wine. And the Man in Black. Alright, we have some Office Pops here. One of my favorite shows of all time. We have Michael with the world's best boss mug. And Jim Halpert, definitely Season 1 shy Jim Halpert. Pam Beasley. Here's the first Dwight Schrute, the second Dwight Schrute, and the third Dwight Schrute as Schnickel. This one is an exclusive Jim Halpert as Dwight Schrute. Golden Face from Threat Level Midnight. And Daryl. Andy Bernard with his guitar. Kevin with the pot of chili. And Toby versus Michael. Why are you the way that you are? To wrap up the TV Pops, we have all the Rick and Mortys. I have mostly Mortys, to be honest. Here is regular Morty. Swifty Morty, playing the tambourine. Evil Morty. Toxic Morty, glows in the dark. Lawyer Morty. No, I don't want to see your pod collection. Here's Death Crystal Morty. Floating Death Crystal Morty. And then Hospice Morty. We have Snowball. Hologram Clone Rick. Doofus Rick. Wasp Rick. And of course, Pickle Rick. And here's this cool 2-pack of Buff Rick and Buff Summer. So when they go around beating up people with X gonna give it to you. A Scary Terry. Aww. Bit. Gearhead. Jaguar. Look at me, Mr. Meeseeks! Here's a Mr. Meeseeks with puzzle box. He looks pretty worried. Kirkland Meeseeks. Here's Tracksuit Jerry. I am such a Jerry. And finally, Mr. Poopy Butthole. Ooh-wee! And here are some music pops. I'll start with Kurt Cobain. Nirvana is my favorite band, so I got a couple of him. This is a regular one, playing a live show. And here's a Kurt in his unplugged outfit. Here's Weird Al Yankovic playing his accordion. Here's Weird Al in his fat uniform. Alice Cooper, another one of my favorites. Slash from Guns N' Roses, smoking his cigarette. Angus Young from AC/DC. Billy Idol with the little lip deal. Prince in a cool, sparkly outfit there. And Lady Justice from Metallica's And Justice for All album. Alright, I got Ronald McDonald from the McDonald series. And then I had to get Grimace. And then I had to get the Hamburglar. And then, of course, Mayor McCheese and Officer Mac. I also have a Michael Jordan, and Edgar Allan Poe, Mr. T from the A-Team, the Grinch, Waldo from Where's Waldo, cool exclusive Waldo and Wolf, Rockstar Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's, Cavity Sam from Operation. This is awesome. Stretch Armstrong. That's Stretch Armstrong, that stretches. Alright, we got Captain Crunch with a bowl of Captain Crunch. Then we got Cosmic Captain Crunch. This one glows in the dark. More ad icons. This is the Coca-Cola Polar Bear. And the Noid from Domino's. Bazooka Joe from Bazooka Bubblegum. The MTV Moon Person. The Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah. And the Energizer Bunny, which, much like my pop collection, will keep going and going and going. Here we go with how everything looks now. So I guess let's start with the Avengers Tower. I said that I was going to be keeping most of it the same. This is a better Captain America stabilization here, the way that I have everything set up, because I added that cap and I have the Ant-Man over there. I know for a fact this is not what it looked like before, but this is what it looks like now. This is still, DC and the DC Holiday display and my Venom collection. This is a Marvel shelf for the most part. I had to move some other things around, so I have a couple of the bigger pops here, and on the side I got the Jaws and the Kurt Angle. This one, I was able to display the horror pops. Over here we got TV pops, so, The Office and a couple of the other ones that, these are ones. And, of course, everything is double back. There are a whole bunch of Rick and Morty's behind there. Displaying the Star Wars pops because collecting more Star Wars and Mandalorian, you know what I mean? So pop icons on the top, and then I have the Simpsons ones there, even though, I know you can't really see it, but I got the Ninja Turtles here, which coincide with the Ninja Turtles here, and I really want to display video game pops, so I got the 8-bit pops there on the bottom with the Mega Man pops and that awesome Hot Ryu and Violent Ken. Instead of having all the big pops on this shelf, taking up a whole lot more room than they need to, I put them on a smaller shelf. Little Grogu. And yeah, big Grogu made it there. And then I said there'd be some other Funko Trinkets that I would show. Like these guys right here from Street Fighter and Mega Man. And these lanyards and keychains that came with the 8-bit pops. And this Mega Man cereal box that came with a small Mega Man guy and some really blue and really bad tasting cereal. This cool Mega Man E-Tank. This came with Mega Man shirt and pop there. And a Captain America Fabrications Age of Ultron by Funko. This was different, and I love Captain America. And because I have so many Funko Pops, and because it took so long to edit this video, during the editing, I ended up getting a few more. So, Penguin from Batman Returns, Catwoman from Batman Returns, Two-Face from Batman Forever, Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin, Chill. I got my R2-D2. And the Batman as Ebenezer Scrooge for the DC Holiday set. And these just came out. Here's a whole new collection I'm starting. This is Marvel Lucha Libre, two things I love. Comic books and wrestling come together. And another one. And the third one so far. Inspector Gadget. I had to. And my first James Bond pop. This is James Bond as Moonraker. This is a whole nother collection I'm starting. And here's Beast from X3. This is Kelsey Grammer as Beast, which is probably one of the only good things about that movie. And this is flocked, meaning that his beard there, if I took it out, would be furry and fun to touch. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next update, which will be when I get to 1,000.